everyone, good afternoon. So, we will start the session. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to the technical session 5E. Myself, Riddhi Gohel, moderator of this session, and this session will be moderated by me. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GR Scholastic LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 9th International Conference on Information and Communication Technology for Sustainable Development ICT4SD Goa, India. The 9th edition of the conference is being in organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event is organized today in Goa, India, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom today and tomorrow, that is the 8th and 9th August 2014. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive session through the day. In this session, we have 10 presentation, and for each presenter will be given 8 minutes for the presentation and 2 minutes for question and answer. On 7 minutes, I will raise a gentle reminder. And there is another request to all participants that you all stay connected with us till the closing remarks. If you have any query and update, please let me know in the chat box. Just before we get started, I would like to introduce to all our chair of this session, Professor Parag Kulkarni. Yes. So Professor Parag Kulkarni founded startup iKnowledge India, Kevina Limited NZ, and created social value through innovation. He is a prolific speaker and is associated with many technical and B school of repute like IITs, IIM, Tokyo Institute University, Japan, and University Brno CZ, etc. His specialization are innovation and business strategy, research in AI and machine learning, knowledge innovation, data and text analysis, and also business analytics. So we welcome you, sir, in this session. Thank you. So now I would like to start with papers first. To present a paper, Ayush Gadkari, and the paper title is A Review on the Application of Machine Learning, Predictive Modeling and Virtual Screening of Drug Discovery.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. You may please
I'm
start the presentation.
I'm audible, ma'am.
Yes, you are audible.
How?
Yes, now it is visible. Please go ahead.
Yes. Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Ayush Gadkari from Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. My topic is machine learning for drug discovery, predictive modeling, and virtual screening. These are the contents of my presentations. Introduction, literature review, virtual screening, algorithms, challenges and limitations, conclusions and references. Introductions. In the realm of drug discovery process, machine learning is essential for enhancing the decision making in biological or pharmaceutical databases. Machine learning has applications in several phases of the drug development process, such as target validation, predictive biomarker identifications, and digital pathology data interpretation in clinical trials. Utilizing machine learning in drug discovery can increase success rates and expedite the identification of promising new therapeutic targets. The goal of drug discovery is to find new target candidates by analyzing enormous amounts of biological or medicinal data using computational algorithms. A drug development process faces a number of difficulties, including insufficient data, model transferability, sparse and heterogeneous data, repeatability and the validations, and the future representation and selections. In the era of drug discovery, virtual screening and predictive modeling are the two main uses of machine learning. By effectively screening huge chemical libraries, supporting target identification and optimizing, and easing drug reprocessing inactives, virtual screening significantly speed up the drug development process and eventually results in the identification of the novel therapeutic agents. In the realm of drug development, we employ a variety of machine learning algorithms to analyze large amount of data and forecast the treatment outcome for cancer and the other diseases with a high accuracy. This is the literature review of the paper. Artificial Intelligence, Big Data and Machine Learning Approaches in Precision and Drug Discovery. These are the outcomes. Utilizing AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and various other statistical techniques, big data analysis create a new opportunities for range of feasible trailblazer and rapidly expanding source for information for drug discovery and drug research and discovery. These are the limitations of that paper. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the drug discovery process by quickly and effectively identifying the potential physiological active compounds from millions of candidates. These are the second paper, machine learning based virtual screening and its applications to Alzheimer drug discovery. Medical chemists may quickly and effectively identify possible leading molecules across millions of substances in chemogenics libraries by using machine learning based virtual screening, which significantly boosts STHS and exploits the early phase of drug development. Outcomes and limitations and advantages. I believe that as more scientists gets aware of machine learning potential for medicine and discovery, its applications in augmented reality will only increase. The combination of medicinal chemistry and computational science will undoubtedly increase the efficiency as well as the affordability of the medicine development process. Then the third paper, virtual screening algorithm in drug discovery, a review focusing on machine and deep learning methods. The procedure of drug development and manufacturing steadily improved over the last 10 years with advantages and results that are closely related to improving the standard of living for the world populations. These are the limitations and advantages. Although productions and manufacturing processes are becoming increasingly successfully, associated costs remain a problem. Molecular modeling or computer-aided drug design is one of method of reducing the impact of production and drug discovery restriction on time and cost. These are the fourth paper. Machine learning in drug discovery, a comprehensive view analysis of applications, challenges, and future directions. The capacity of machine learning to identify the complex pattern has made it possible for pharmacological characteristics and interaction to be predicted with the previously unthinkable speed and accuracy. By expanding procedures and enhancing therapeutic interventions, machine learning has completely changed the field of pharmaceutical study and development and transferable drugs. This is the virtual screening. How virtual screening work in drug discovery. Now we see. Virtual screening is a computational techniques used in drug discovery to search large libraries of small molecules in order to identify those that are most likely to bind to a drug target, such as protein receptor or enzyme. The goal of virtual screening is to prioritize the compound for further experimental testing, thereby streamlining the drug discovery process by reducing the time and cost associated with identifying potential drug candidate. This is the diagram. It shown the virtual screening process, drug lead and like toxicity, identification of the best causes, ADM, observation, disease. These are the types of virtual screening. Structure-based virtual screening. Structure-based virtual screening is a computational technique used in drug discovery that involves the use of three-dimensional structure of a target protein to identify potential drug candidates. By analyzing how small molecules ligands fit into binding site of target protein, structure-based virtual screening helps predict which compounds are likely to bind effectively and exhibit biological activity. Second is fragmented-based virtual screening. Fragmented-based virtual screening is a drug discovery technique that involves screening small, lower molecular weight chemical fragments instead of larger, more complex molecules. These fragments are typically smaller than traditional drug-like molecules and contain fewer functional groups. The goal of fragmented-based virtual screening is to identify small fragments that bind to target protein with high affinity and then optimize these fragments into more complex and potent compounds through a process known as fragmented grow or linking. These are the algorithms used in drug discovery to identify the potential drug candidates. Navy bias. Navy bias is a valuable tool in drug discovery for classification tasks such as activity predictions and ADMET profiling. Its simplicity, efficiency, and ability to handle large data set making make it an attractive choice for initial screening and analysis. However, its performance can be affected by independence assumption and the zero probability problem, which should be considered when interpreting the results. There is the second algorithm, support vector machine. Support vector machine is a robust and versatile tool in drug discovery for tasks such as activity predictions, ADMED, profiling, and virtual screening. Its ability to handle high dimensional data and adapt to various data distributions make its valuable algorithm in the earlier stage of drug discovery. However, carefully tuning for parameters and selection kernel functions are crucial for achieving the optimal performance. This is the third algorithm I used in drug discovery. Artificial neural network. Artificial neural network are the powerful computational models that mimic the structure and function of a human brain to process and analyze complex data. By leveraging interconnected layers of neurons and adjustable weights, ANNs can learn data, identify patterns, and make predictions. Their versatile and ability to model the interact relationships make them invaluable in fields such as image and speech recognition, natural language processing, and various predictive tasks. As technology advances, artificial neural networks continue to evolve, enhancing their capabilities and applications across numerous domains. Here is an diagram. Here you can see here an illustration of a basic neural network model. The model was producing the 2 points I1 and I2, the synaptic weights, and the four neurons H1, H2, H3, and H4 in the first layer, and the single neuron 0 in the output layer. These are the challenges and limitations. Data quality and availability. Access to large, high quality dataset is essential for training robust machine learning models. However, in drug discovery, such datasets can be scarce or appropriately often datasets are imbalanced with fewer positive examples like effective drugs compared to negative ones, ineffective compounds, leading to biased models. Second challenges is model and interpretability. Many advanced machine learning models, such as deep neural network, are often considered black boxes, meaning their decision-making process is not easily interpretable. Lack of interpretability can hinder trust and adoption of researchers and regulatory bodies, as it's crucial to understand how a model arrives at its predictions. Computational resources. Training complex and model, especially deep learning models, require significant computational power and resources, which may not be readily available in all research settings. Scaling up computational resources to handle large data set or more complex models can be challenging and costly. This is the conclusion of in the realm of drug discovery research, machine learning is used to analyze a vast number of databases in order to identify and forecast the efficiency of possible drug candidates. Researchers may find new cures for a variety of elements and expedite the drug discovery process by utilizing machine learning algorithms. Finding potential substances in a database on their molecular attributes is the goal of the predictive modeling. The technique of using an algorithm for computational to filter huge libraries of compounds and rank those that have the best chance of succeeding is known as virtual screening. The process of creating the novel medicines to treat a variety of diseases could be greatly accelerated by using these techniques. These are the references of my paper. Should I read, ma'am? Hello.
Yes, yes,
Um, yes. These are my references
yes.
of my papers, and thank you.
Okay. Sir, have you any questions, sir, regarding this presentation?
I have just one question. Prediction involved temporal data, right? What temporal data is being used here? What exactly, which is the temporal data here?
Yes. Uh, Give me a second, sir. You are audible, sir. I am audible.
Yeah.
I
You
am
got my
audible.
question, right?
Yes. Which temporal data used in this?
Yeah, which temporal data is used here for prediction?
Uh, so, primary goal of drug discovery, sir, is to develop safe and effective medicines for human diseases.
Right, right.
So,
But
I
you
use
said prediction, right? Prediction. So what you are predicting?
Uh, yes, I am predicting. In this PPT I have explained to search large libraries of small molecules to bind a drug target such as protein, a receptor, or enzyme.
No, the question is prediction. Question is about prediction. So
Yes,
what
yes.
exactly you are predicting?
What exactly predicting?
What exactly you are predicting?
Yes, yes.
And what temporal data is used? And if temporal data is used, then what is the time series approach which is used for prediction?
Yes. I predicting, sir. Yes. I predicting, sir. Uh, Wait a minute. I use the heterogeneous data, sir.
Hmm? Heterogeneous is fine. It could be homogeneous, it could
Yes.
be heterogeneous.
Yes, yes, sir.
What is temporal here?
Temporal.
Oh, you mean what is you know the meaning of temporal?
Yes, sir. Temporal. Yes, exactly.
What is temporal?
Yes. Temporal meaning is, sir. I am audible, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Relating to the practical matters or
No,
physical
no,
things.
temporal means time dependent.
Time dependent.
Yeah, because if you are predicting, then you are predicting for future.
Yes, yes, sir.
So if you are predicting for the future, you require time.
Yes, sir.
So what is the temporal data here? That is my question. Anyway, okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, you can look into it and maybe find out some data methods which use for temporal data and what sort of data is possible. Temporal data can be used in healthcare and this type of discoveries and predictions. Okay, good, good. Okay, yeah,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Ayush. So we can move our next presentation. Yudhvir Singh, and the paper title is A Survey on Deep Learning and Image Processing Technique on Leaf Disease Detection.
Good morning. Good
Ye-
afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are
Hello.
audible. Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. My screen is visible. My presentation is
Yes,
about the survey on deep learning and image processing technique on leaf disease detection. It is for the enhancing agriculture disease detection. I am affiliated Uttarakhand University. There are with the introduction part. What is the main criteria for agriculture in India? Hello, am I audible? Hello, please,
yes, yes,
please let me
yes, sir.
know. Okay, okay, thank you. Uh, Providing essential nutrients and water to crop through irrigation and fertilization, controlling pest and disease through integrated pest management techniques, and implementing conservative agriculture practices to reduce soil erosion and promote soil health. This is the main problems which are being faced in India according to plant and yield problems. What is the problem statement which I found out that uh, we have to identify diseases, implementation, management, crop rotation, sanitation, and chemical or biological controls. But with the advancement in science, with machine learning and deep learning techniques, we can even visualize various crop diseases, leaf diseases with the help of these techniques. We can use machine learning and advanced techniques. What was the objective of the survey? To examine integrated deep learning and image processing technique for leaf disease detection. Why it is important to have these disease detection through deep learning or image processing or anything? Because early intervention, early detection of any plant disease can prevent it for further damage. In a survey, 70% of the crop is damaged because of the diseases which is not known in early. Yield protection, quality maintenance. the quality of the crop, whether it is wheat crop, paper crop, or any various other cost saving, environmental protection, data driven decision making. This section, what is the most popular methodology used for machine learning is conventional neural network. There are various different types of conventional neural network like DesNet, VGG16, VGG19, DesNet, GoogleNet. There are various. We have to design an architecture consists of the conventional layer, pooling layer, fully connected layers, training of the data, and one of the major question comes how we will get the data sets. We will easily get the for training of our model. We can easily get data sets from Kaggle, Plant Village, LeafNet, and etc. And for testing, we can generate our own data sets. I have taken few pictures of the data sets which I have generated by my own. In the screen, you can see few leaves. We can clearly see in this particular leaf, we have a what are the plant leaf disease types? Fungal disease. Hello, am I audible? Is my screen visible? Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, but your voice is
Okay,
so
okay.
breaking in between.
Maybe my network issue. Give me a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe because of network issue. What I am using the net due to weather, rainy weather. I think my network has some issue. Okay, let me continue. Uh, discussing about plant leaf disease type, fungal disease, bacterial disease. I showed a figure which appeared yellow or gray patches. It is a kind of fungal disease. Now bacterial disease comes with the bacterial spot, bacterial wit. There are more plant diseases such as viral diseases, leaf curls, this formation in the plant we can form. Uh, it is mostly common in tomatoes and peppers. Mosaic virus, it is mostly common formed in tobacco mosaic virus and yellowing nematode diseases. These are the various some of the diseases which is commonly found in the leaf. Now, a recent comparatively analysis was conducted in my survey by various researchers and authors. What they did in their research. In 2022, authors used the data sets of Plant Village, LeafSnap, and others, and they implemented CNN models, LXNet, GoogleNet, and other mostly surveys in the leaf diseases were taken considering in the paper, which mostly concentrated in the CNN model, conventional neural model and its types. The data sets they have obtained from various sources like Plant Village, Leaf Snap, and other data sources. This is the help.
You
Am
are,
I audible?
yes, yes, sir. Now you are audible.
I am sorry because of my area network issue. There is little bit disturbance. I am apologize for the same. Okay, continuing the same. A sample of original image with the salinity map is shown. Why is the salinity map is important in our reading? Visualizing feature importance, highlighting the most relevant input features contributed to the model predictions, identifying bias and errors. These are the crucial role in the model interpretation using the saliency map. Understanding model behavior, improving model performance, enhancing trust and transparency, facilitating feature selections. Comparison models, we have to comparison and find the accurate model which will give accuracy, precision, recall values to the satisfaction. Most of the researches which was studied in the survey gave 90% and above predictions, but we are trying to have uh, accuracy approximately 9%. Uh, these are the segmentation techniques. There are four major segmentation techniques. Knowledge of the image is necessary. The resulted image may but necessary cluster. It performs effectively with the image exhibiting. I am a saliency map, image acquisition, preposition, segmentation, feature extraction, training and deployment of CNC model, data sources. This is the general architecture of image. In the first part, we acquire the image acquisition, preposition, data preparation, model segment selection, training, testing, post processing, and interpretation and visualization. This is the main model architecture which are employed. Techniques which were studied by various researchers in my research paper of the survey, and found according to them what were their accuracy percentage. Like 40 used the model of NN based, and 75.9% accuracy was in. There are major one of the researcher, Gayatri Devi, classified with multi class SVM, sport vector machine, and she obtained 98.63% accuracy. Uh, these are the data sets which were taken by me from the plant age and their various denominations, distributions, which were found out. Tomato blight, leaf diseases, and various data sets. The data sets taken by me was 65,386 different images. Classification techniques, there are various classification techniques I have discussed in my paper. It's comparison, weaknesses, and strength of the various classification techniques used for leaf disease detection. Logistic regression machine is very effective in high dimension spaces, but it lacks when the data sets are very large. K nearest neighbor, it is simple and intuitive. Uh, it, it also has the same drawback that for very large data sets, it does not have accurate results. Nowadays, most of the researchers are working on neural networks, which are mostly suitable. It can learn complex relationships. It is very images and text. In the future my survey can help the researchers to know where them their work will minimize with my the research gap for improving their model interpretability, and also the future research persons will be helpful in data argumentation, transfer learning, and interdisciplinary collaboration. What I would like to conclude that my research paper found that CNN architecture was most suitable and significant in terms of plant foods, but also facilitates the promotion and sustainability practices by migration agriculture losses. Despite the strike made leverage deep learning agriculture disease detection, the interpretability of CNN remains a challenge, hindering and widespread adoption and trust among stakeholders. Utilizing deep learning and image processing methods offer significant potentials. What visioning global food security and sustainable farming practices. My paper mainly targets with my survey if any researcher can help the farmers to reduce their crop damages, then my uh, these were the references which I considered hundreds of paper, but in my presentation, I have only named a few. Thanks. Questions?
Yeah. So, which
Yes, sir.
activation function did you use?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Which activation function did you use?
pardon?
Which activation
Hello?
function did you use?
Any model? I just the
Which
survey
activation
of
function did you use?
pardon, sir. I'm sorry. I am not able to.
Activation
I
function.
I used the Kaggle datasets and
No,
used the Google
activation
Colab.
function. In neural networks, which activation function did you use?
Sir, I did not did anything in neural network. My paper was just a survey of
Okay. So
plant leaf disease.
which is a good activation function?
Sir, according to my survey, I found that DESNet 169 is a web activation function. It is a CNN model part.
How ReLU works? ReLU activation works.
Uh, how? Pardon, sir?
ReLU activation works.
Sir, according to us research done by a researcher, he prescribed is ReLU.
So ReLU, how it works?
Sorry, it works. DESNet 169 gave a tremendous result about 19.
How ReLU activation function works?
Sir,
Typically,
sorry, sir.
how activation functions brings non-linearity into neural networks.
Sorry,
And
sir.
I have just a very simple question.
Yes, yes, sir.
When neural network is equal to linear regression, and what role activation function plays?
Sorry, sir. So I am
In which case neural network will behave like linear regression? In which scenario?
Sir, either I am not able to understand the scenario in which a neural network will behave like
Linear regression or regression.
Sir, linear regression.
Regression, you know, right? What
Yes,
regression does?
sir. It find the outliners and find the line of. Sir, sorry, sir. Sorry.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Good. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you,
Yeah,
thank
thank you.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the presentation. We now move our next presentation. So next presentation is challenges. Next presentation is challenges and solution in managing scattered application in micro, small and medium scale enterprises. And the paper presenter is Arun.
Hello everyone.
Yeah, hello.
Is my screen is visible, ma'am?
Not now, sir.
Now?
No, sir.
Now, ma'am.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Good afternoon, sir. So, myself Arun Kumar from Falcon Informatics, India. So, our paper title is Challenges and Solutions in Managing Scattering Applications in Micro, Small and Medium Scale Enterprises. And the term scattering applications refers to various softwares used in the organization's computer system. So the impact of the what is the impact of the scattered application in various companies? So this scattering application slows down the work and as well as increases the cost of the organization, and it is difficult to manage the customer satisfaction. So let us take one example. When we went to mall and with different checkout systems, so might make shopping confusing for customers and which can make them unhappy. So using the scattering applications can also mean breaking laws about keeping data safe and private. So if the businesses don't manage their data properly, they can get fined or lose their reputation. Leads to the and also it leads the scattering application leads to the difficulty in assessing progress towards the goals and limits the ability to make strategic decisions. So there are some challenges in scattering managing the scattering applications, and in a micro, small, and medium scale enterprises. And these are the first challenges: data silos and fragmentation. So the scattering applications often keep data in different places, so that creates the isolated data silos. So this one makes hard for the organization to access and use their data effectively, and also disorganized and messy technology setup. So these are the first challenge related to the data silos and fragmentation. So and the second one is so this is related to the data management, and the next one is the system complexity. So this is the integration complexity, and in this we have the disparate technologies. So scattering applications use different technologies and different formats, which makes difficult to make them work together. And the second one is the mapping and the transformation. So they use the different programming languages, and the combining data from these scattering applications means user must map the whatever the data from the scattering applications and make sure it is fits together. And third in that middleware and integration platform. So by utilizing middleware or integration platforms can facilitate seamless interoperability between applications, and yet selecting the appropriate solution and configuring it correctly can be challenging. So when we integrate, that means when we integrate our old systems with the new one, so there will be a chance of compatibility issues. So that creating the our process going to be complicated. That is. So let us assume equation one. So that C is equal to A into D by M. So where C is the where C is the complexity where C is the complexity and A is the number of scattered applications and D is the diversity of data formats and M is the degree of data mapping and transformation required. So for our organization, this complexity must be low. So by increasing the degree of data, this M value, the degree of data mapping and transformation required. And also if we have the number of scattered applications less and diversity of the data formats low, the complexity becomes low value. And the third challenge is security and compliance risks. So in this we have the there may be a chance of there may be a chance of there are multiple entry points for the hackers to get into our scattering applications in any organization. So that is the increased attack surface and data privacy and compliance. So also this is also major one more challenge in the managing the scattering applications in the organization. So let us assume the equation 2, which estimating the overall security risk score, and R is equals to summation J is equal to 1 to M Sj Ij, where R is the risk and Ij is the impact of the security incident J, it is incident J, and Sj is the probability of occurrence security incident J. So it is a summation of S1 I1 plus S2 I2 and S3 I3, and this overall risk must be low value. And one more last fourth challenge is reduced productivity and increased operation cost. So in that, if the user the employee in the one department done some work, and in the same work is going to be done in the other department, but other department in another manner. So there is a duplication of work is done. So because of that, there will be a time wastage and as well as the money cost is also wasted. So yeah, and also the complex maintenance, managing numerous applications incurs higher costs and consumes more time. So these are the challenges in managing the in managing the scattering applications. So the solutions. So if we integrate platforms and middleware, so we can enable the quick decision making and enhance interoperability between among different systems in the organization, and also it ensures smooth operational process. And the second solution, standardizing and simplifying. So we by standardizing involves ensuring uniformity across the organization by enforcing consistent rules and utilizing the same tools. And simplifying IT entails eliminating redundancies and ensuring the compatibility among the systems. So by using this standardizing and simplifying IT, the organization can achieve cost savings, enhanced efficiency, and increased flexibility. And the third solution, so putting the data, we are storing all the data in the different departments in one area, that is with the help of the solution is using cloud. So using cloud, we can place the data in one place and manage the data and programs by renting space on the internet. And these solutions facilitate seamless collaboration among the teams, that means the different departments, allowing them to work together from any location with ease. So in this example, in this diagram, sorry. So in this diagram, so desktop data, the database, apps, whatever. So these are protected through the firewall and protected through the firewall, and these are given to the connected devices through switches or wireless router. And the fourth solution is by training employees and managing change. So by sending them to some different workshops like this conferences. Example for this one is by sending the employees to the conferences or workshops. So then they can adapt the new technology and they can change their revised job roles also. So by sending this the training, by giving training to the employees, assisting individuals in accumulating to organization shifts, ensuring comprehensive of the reasons behind the changes. So these are the solutions and advantages of this centralization by streamlining operations. So we are placing data in one place ensures consistency and accuracy as everyone adherence to standardization rules and procedures. So they need to follow the standard rules and procedures in the organization. And this streamlined approach not only improves efficiency but also reduces the likelihood of errors, ultimately enhancing productivity and facilitating smoother workflows within the organization. So if you take that equation object to function in an optimization problem to minimize the data mapping errors. So this is the function summation j is equal to 1 to m ej and this optimization function must be minimized. So where ej is the magnitude of the error for data mapping and wj weight assigned to error and m is the total number of data mapping errors considered. And implementation strategies. So there are three implementation strategies. So step-by-step approach in the to the centralization. So these are the various stages in the ERP system: enterprise resource planning, assessment phase, planning phase, pilot phase, rollout phase, optimization phase. So if we apply centralization in each and every department, every department, so we can implement the organization will reach the target easily. And then the second one is by involving everyone and keeping everyone in the loop. So we are by identifying the stakeholders data and the taking that means that includes the managers, IT personnel and end users, and also taking the suggestions or any concerns during the centralization process. So that the centralization process is going to be improved. And also regular updates. So provide regular updates on the centralization progress, significant changes and upcoming developments to stakeholders. And as well as the training and support, often offer training and support to the help stakeholders adapt to the new centralized system and understand its benefits. And third one, checking how things are going. So the continuous monitoring and evaluation are essential to ensure effectiveness of centralization efforts. Key areas to monitor include system performance, cost savings, stakeholder feedback, and compliance. So these are the implementation strategies for those that means the centralization through streamlining process. So one solution is using the cloud. And finally, the conclusion for for our paper. So managing scattering application poses significant challenges for business, including data fragmentation, integration complexities, security concerns, and operational inefficiencies. So, however, with proactive planning and practical solutions, organizations can streamline operations by consolidating disparate systems. Centralization enables enhanced efficiency, improved communication, and cost savings. Key strategies for successful centralization include leveraging integration platforms, enforcing standardization protocols, adapting cloud-based solutions, and providing comprehensive training. So, incremental implementation, stakeholder involvement, and continuous monitoring are essential for effective execution. Ultimately, centralizing application management empowers businesses to enhance workflow efficiency, maintain data integrity, and adapt to the dynamic business landscape, ensuring long-term competitiveness in the digital era. So, with this, I completed my paper presentation.
Well, just couple of questions. You use summation at one place in challenges, right?
Yes, sir.
So when can you use integration in that case?
Yeah. Integration, sir.
Can I use integration? And if yes, how and when?
So the integration is used for small portion of the small portion. So that's why
why small portion? Who said integration is small portion? No.
Sir.
What is difference between integration and summation?
So actually we are adding this variable. Suppose if you take this is a summation E1 W1.
That's fine.
Yes,
so what you do in integration? So I have, let's say I want a scenario when integration, finite integral I equal to 1 to n.
1 to n.
Same thing is equal to this summation.
No, sir.
What could be the situation in which they will be equal?
No, sir. Actually, if this is actually this we need to add the incident, particular incident, and it sums the.
What happens in integration?
So that means if you find the small portion.
No, who said small portion? What is the difference between integration, finite integration, and summation?
So the value is going to be decreased. So if
who said decreasing? It's your integration I equal finite integral.
Yes, sir.
X dx.
And the x
value
x square. Yes, sir. X square by 2.
X square by 2. Okay. Anyway, what I'm saying that when finite, I'm talking about finite integral. Sir. Then these two things become equal.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we are moving next presentation. Mohammed Hassan, and the paper title is Enhancing the Average Capacity of 6G Network by Utilizing NOMA and NMIMO with Spectrum Sharing Modes.
Good afternoon. Now you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can start it. Good afternoon for all, and thank you to give me this opportunity to present my paper with title Enhance the Average Capacity of 6G Network by Utilizing NOMA and Massive MIMO with the Spectrum Sharing Model. The problem statement. The rapid and widespread growth of wireless devices and services such as virtual and augmented reality and Internet of Everything has present additional difficulties for development of current and next generation wireless networks. This issue stems from the requirement for optimum bandwidth utilization, minimum latency, and variety data traffic and wide connectivity. The objective of this paper, the study aims to propose a new approach combining with the uncooperating interwave cognitive radio network that significantly improve average capacity in downlink NOMA, non-orthogonal multi-axis NOMA power domain, particularly when integrated with a variety massive MIMO. Methodology, we use a given technique. The main element of strategy for optimize average capacity. Logarithmic methods are used for normal average capacity. A software methodology was used to design an implementation and compare our result to different results and measure the improvement. The introduction. 6G is a successor of 5G cellular technology. 6G will be able to use high frequencies than 5G network and will provide much higher capacity and much lower latency. One of the goals of 5G of 6G internet is to support communication with 1 millisecond latency. 6U will operate using signals at the higher end of the radio spectrum. It's too early to approximate 6G data rate, but theoretical peak data rate could reach 1 terabit per second for wireless data under the certain condition. It's expected that multi-access technology such as NOMA will be developed to address these challenges. This system can effectively handle a large number of users with less complexity and low resource usage compared to existing multi-access solution. The characteristic of NOMA, such as low access latency, user fairness, balance, density communication, and high spectrum efficiency, have led to pursuit of it widespread implementation. One potential method for managing spectrum is that providing opportunistic on-demand connections and thereby solving the bandwidth problem in order licensed wireless communication network is cognitive radio technology. There are two distinct user kinds of cognitive radio based network: main user or primary user and secondary user. The latter of which do not possessing a valid license. Opportunistic usage of licensed spectrum is the goal of secondary user who are competing with primary user for spectrum access. Accordingly, cognitive radio is expected to play a significant role in building wireless network and satisfying the incredible fast requirement of future wireless network. Cognitive radio may be adjusted to optimize spectrum utilization, where safeguard primary user performance, and it's also cognitize of an adaptive to it operation radio environment. Various methods have been identified in earlier research to evaluate the impact of multipass propagation. This process entail in the use of substantial quality of antenna and conventions of multi-signals between the transmit and receiver entities. There is a deploy of MIMO or massive MIMO communication with a wireless network has the potential to enhance the average network capacity. The most important finding from our study, the innovative aspect of this study contribution leads to utilize of advanced technologies and tactics to improve the average capacity in 6G network communication network. Furthermore, to enhance the average capacity, the study proposed integrated of NOMA with uncooperative interwave cognitive radio network. And advantage of this technology's convergence is enhanced communication. Additionally, the utilization of MIMO, massive MIMO in an integral part of strategy aims to optimize average capacity. To accomplish this, it's important to increase the capacity of the network antennas. The investigation of recommended strategy involve quantitative examination of different network topologies and size. After reading this, the way in which these tactics enhance average capacity become more evident. The study considered effect of successive interference cancellation, relay fading, and stable channel on performance, enhance the authorizes of the evaluation. This is a system model. We have six users. The first user is a far user from base station, and the near user is user 6. The same model will combination with MIMO and cognitive radio network. And this is a result. The average capacity various transistor power for 6 user. As you can see, the best user is the near user, user 6, and The host user is user 1, is a power user. The user 6 get 20 bit per second over hertz average capacity. Then this downlink NOMA network when combined with uncooperative interwave cognitive radio. Still, user 6 is the best user. We get 22.4 bit per second over hertz. When we compare it to the previous result, we found that enhancement about 5.6%. And this result when combination with massive MIMO. In this case, we use only user 6, the best user. When we compare NOMA, MIMO NOMA with only NOMA, no, with a massive MIMO NOMA, we found that the enhancement by 16% for the first type of massive MIMO and 17.1 for next. And the last one is best one is 82%. When we use the same previous model with cognitive radio, we found that the improvement is 65.5% and 76.4% and 85.5%. The conclusion recommended the technology described in this study focus on increasing the average capacity that can be utilized in the next 6G communication network. The second concept creative influence arrays from its power to effectively address the current and future challenges in wireless communication network by enhancing the average capacity and the problem of restricted spectrum in 6G wireless communication system is major and pressing. Spectrum restricted refer as the situation where there is a limited amount of radio frequency spectrum available, with resources for wireless communication system. Hence, in corporate of NOMA and massive MIMO and cognitive radio technique effectively tackles the unique obstacle encouraged by 6G networks, provides that the system is developed and implemented in a sophisticated manner. Future research will improve the bit rate performance for both downlink and uplink. No is cooperative network employing massive MIMO technology. Thank you. Hi. Hello.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Ah,
Yeah, sir, any question?
No, thank you.
okay. Thank
Okay,
you
sir.
so much. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. So,
So next presenter is Reena Lenka, and the paper title is Green HRM, the Reliance Strategy for the VUCA World.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, good
I'll
afternoon,
share
ma'am.
my PPT, ma'am.
Sure.
I hope my PPT is visible.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'm Dr. Reena, and I'm presenting this, and I belong to Symbiosis Institute of Management Studies Pune. The topic for today's discussion is Green HRM, the resilience strategy for the VUCA world. So the introduction, this paper deals with recovery, resilience, and adaptation strategies in the VUCA world from a human resource point of view, as the human workforce is the most critical pillar of any organization, and this in turn directly affects the country's economy. This paper provides solutions in green HR for the VUCA world, resilience and adaptation strategies. Based on the present situation worldwide, sustainability strategies are the need of the hour. The objective of the study is to suggest the importance of adopting green HRM in the VUCA world, as this process is helpful in cost reduction, high employee motivation level, high employee performance, and environment sustainability. So when we're talking about the HRM in the VUCA world, nowadays we need to have cost reduction as well, and also high employee motivation is going to help in employee performance, because if the employees are they are motivated, performance increases, and this in turn would be helping the environment sustainability, where cost reduction can happen. To highlight the importance of green HRM as the solutions towards VUCA world, resilience strategy from human resource management point of view. This is actually an empirical study, and it is based on case study analysis. So there are a few companies who are actually following this, and these are the real case studies from different companies who are actually following this, and they have been doing much better in their journal. So the first case study is based on Wipro. So Wipro is following many green strategies through this its signature project. It's the EcoEye project in terms of reduction of ecological footprint, green initiative for education sector, sustainability awareness, health and safety, people development. All these are things which are being followed by Wipro, and Wipro is also gaining benefits from this, and people are really happy and they are doing much better. Wipro Infotech, the IT sector of Wipro Limited in India and Middle East, is also giving its contribution towards providing eco-friendly greenware desktops, so that sustainability is maintained, manufactured with materials completely free of deadly carcinogenic chemicals like polyvinyl and brominated flame retardants. Before the onset of COVID-19, it has been found that a company like Wipro and others, they have contributed towards sustainable initiative like green human resource management, and this has helped after COVID also. Now, the second case study is based on Banks Go Green. So here, Indian banks are also practicing the green human resource management initiative. And the first one was the IndusInd Bank, along with Siri, has implemented first solar-powered ATMs in India and Mumbai as part of the Green Initiative project for its office, Hum or Haryali. Punjab National Bank has also started this, and they have stopped paper circulations so that it can save like the paper, and it is also going to benefit in the sustainability. Punjab National Bank has also taken the initiative of using well generators which gets charged by sunlight. So this is again an initiative where sustainability is going to help. Central Bank has taken the initiative to distribute 30 old computers to for free to other people, so that it can save energy. So the next one is Suzlon Energy. The Suzlon Group, one of the leaders in renewable energy, has given its contribution towards sustainable revolution by developing the Suzlon One Earth campus. Suzlon has built the most energy efficient building in the corporate headquarters at Harapsar, Pune. It consists of insulated green roof, renewable energy, energy efficient lights, water management, zero waste management, health and energy of occupants, carpooling, and green education, so that employees are they understand what green HRM is all about, and they can help in sustainable development of the company. Suzlon Group is successful worldwide because of its green policies. The next one. Yeah. Then the next is ITC Limited. ITC Hotels, the pioneer in hotel industry, is also contributing towards sustainable strategies without compromising the luxurious aspects of the customers. All ITC hotels are built on green building norms like maximum generating of electricity through solar and wind power. So they are more into solar and wind power and zero water wastage, rainwater harvesting, waste management, in-house drinking water purification, food waste management, water efficiency initiative, clean air and renewable energy sources. ITC has also survived the pandemic of COVID-19 and also been doing well after the COVID-19. It can be safely concluded that Green Human Resource Management Initiative has also helped ITC in this VUCA world. Now the next is ACL Technologies. ACL is contributing in terms of manufacturing antimony and beryllium-free laptop. ACL Greenback campaign and recycling collected e-waste is an environment-friendly manner. ACL Technologies, through its Green Initiative, is fighting against global warming. To fulfill this initiative, ACL Technologies has planted more than 650 oak trees covering an area of 2.8 acres in Western Himalayas near Siamla Tal in Uttarakhand. The sericulture, they are also into sericulture. The sericulture is actually the means of livelihood for the locals. So the locals are helping in this sericulture farming so that there is a kind of, they are involved in this process and they are getting the payment as well. And they are also helping in the like conservation of the environment. Then the next case study is on Tata Metallics Limited. Tata Metallics Limited believes in every day in Environment Day. No employees are allowed to work on Saturdays and during the office hours, lights are switched off and everyone depend on sunlight for their work. Tata Metallics also believes in green initiative and also contributing towards sustainability policies through wastewater treatment, rainwater harvesting, bag filters, and reduction of dust through concrete roads, maintenance of adequate green belt. The next one. Google is also helping in this regard. So Google's initiative, that is the Google Green Project. Google has also contributed its bit by its Google Green Project. The companies who are using Gmail are decreasing the environmental impact by 98%. This initiative was started in 2007 and it has been found that impact of climate change has been eliminated. Gmail uses 50% less energy than other data centers. Google has contributed to various renewable energy projects. So the conclusion is from the research paper and this finding, it can be inferred that the VUCA world pandemic has hit the entire world badly. But if we are using all this method like the companies has been doing, we can actually go for a sustainable development where people and different, like, you know, in the corporate, the human resource, they can be well equipped by the process of sustainable development, and we can also help others also do this. And the another one is in the VUCA world, the worst uh, uh, hit in terms of the job across was the human resource department, as human resource management worldwide were given in the most challenging job of taking care of the employees and the organization. The situation was much such that the human resource managers were trying to retain employees. So by this way, if they are getting knowledge regarding the sustainable development, it is going to create a sense of pride for them that they are actually helping in the sustainable development of the environment, and they can give their everything, and they can also be motivated really that because they would be able to help in the environment sustainability. Almost all the problems the organization face are still prevalent in the VUCA world. The only solution to these are the initiatives which has been taken by Google, Wipro and others, because these companies are doing really well by using the green sustainability. And if other companies and employees are also doing this, they would definitely do better than the competitors, and they would be actually doing justice to their environment. So thank you so much. And I have some references as well. These are not all the references. I've given them few references. So thank you so much. Any questions, sir?
How would you measure effectiveness of green initiative?
Sir, actually, how we can measure is like, since I had only focused on the case studies. So here, like if you see Switzerland and all this, so because of their implementation of those policies, they have actually been doing well. So that is how we can do that, sir. Because I haven't gone for any kind of primary data. It is an empirical study. So based on what they have done, if we can use it, then that can be like we can go for less utilization of paper, like printing and all those stuff. So we need not do that. Then if we go for e-recruitment also, where hardly we are spending any money on that, and we get more good candidates who can come and we can rope in them. And then like if you're going for solar energy, if people are using less electricity and they're depending more on solar energy, that would be actually helping. So this way employees like they can also help in this way, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Good day.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So the next presenter is Ayush Jha, and the paper title is Kisan Sarthi, a comprehensive agriculture ecosystem for smart farming and sustainable crop management.
Hello, ma'am. Is my screen visible?
Not, yes, sir. Visible cells.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ayusha. I am a computer science BTech graduate from MS Ramaiah University of Applied Sciences. I will be presenting our paper, Kisan Sarthi, a comprehensive agricultural ecosystem for smart farming and sustainable crop management. Our paper ID is 674, and these are our authors. So here is the outline of the today's presentation. We will start with the problem statement, followed by the solution, objectives, methodology, block diagram, and so on. Let's begin with the problem statement first. Agriculture is crucial for food security and livelihoods, yet traditional methods are often inefficient. The lack of the technological integration needed for optimal productivity. There is a growing interest in agricultural investment, but barriers like access to land, knowledge of profitable crops, and efficient marketing hinder this progress. So to address these issues, our platform Kisan Sarthi provides a solution. It integrates data analytics, machine learning, and user-friendly mobile application to provide a seamless platform for landowners, investors, and farmers. The system aims to optimize land utilization, recommend profitable crops, and facilitate efficient cultivation and streamline the marketing and auctioning of the harvested crops. So the system has mainly four components. The four main key features: land listing, where the landowners can list their agricultural land; crop recommendation, it provides data-driven recommendation for the top three profitable crops on the listed lands. It provides an investment opportunity for the end users to invest on those agricultural land. Along with that, we have premium services and auction system, where the premium services helps the investor buy services to grow crops on those lands. These services can be seeds, fertilizers, manpowers, and machinery. Auction system facilitates the auctioning of the harvested crops to ensure the market value. This eliminates the need for the middlemen and any brokers, ensuring a fair market value price for both the seller and the buyer. These were the objectives that were taken in account for building this project. First was to design a system architecture. Second was the data modeling and database engineering. So system architecture, we analyzed the system requirements and constraints to inform architectural decision. Here we collected what kind of system we were supposed to build, and we came up with a model-based design and a sequence diagram, which we'll see later on in this presentation. Data modeling and database engineering were the key part of the data recommendation module, where what kind of data sets we are looking into is what we have decided here. So there are mainly four data sets here: crop data set, land data set, weather data set, and market data set. Out of these four data sets, crop data set and land data sets are static data sets. It means that these data sets don't change or vary with the time. The market data set and the weather data set are the dynamic data sets which vary according to the time. The market data set includes the market price, and the weather data set includes the weather around that particular land region. Then comes the mobile interface design and application development. Here we have gone for the mobile platforms such as Android and iOS, developing a user-friendly interface adhering to the respective mobile OS guidelines. Last part was ML algorithm modeling, where we have used a random forest classifier for the crop recommendation. So this is the complete block diagram. Here the target users are the users who will be interacting with the platform. External APIs here are the script which helps us derive the dynamic datasets which are market and weather. Authentication module helps in authenticating each user on the platform. Then these are the land listing, crop analysis, harvested crop and auction management system, and premium services. Each of this will look into detail right now. So the land listing is very simple, where a landowner can actually use the platform to list their land with the geotags. This is the main crop recommendation system using the random forest classifier. Here we use the external API script, where we get the dynamic data sets from the data.gov.in, where we get the market price values, and we use Open Weather API for the weather data sets. These all data sets are batch data, are then fed into batch data integration module, where the market price data set are only available per day basis. So these data are collected and then inserted into database, and then all the four data sets are combined into one data set, which is then used for training the random forest classifier. This is a scheduled training which ensures that the model is updated on the current market price data, which helps us improve the accuracy and maintain it. Then comes the premium services part, where a third party can list their services on the platform, such as seeds, fertilizer, or manpower, or harvester, anything. These services then can be used by the investors for their cultivation purposes. Auction management system comes into play when the crops are harvested and the investors wants to sell the crops to the distributors. The distributors can bid on the auction, and the status will be updated to each one of them. This is a sequence diagram of the system. Here, each services is strongly cohesive and loosely coupled, which ensures high scalability for the system. So this is the technology stack. These are the various tools and technology that is being used. I will just superficially go over it. So React Native and TypeScript are used for the front end of the platform, which is the mobile application. It supports both Android and iOS. Oracle Engines and CUDA is used for the backend model. And the Superbase is used for the authentication. And the scikit-learn library is used for the random forest classifier model. These are the results that we got from the project. This is the feature importance graph, which shows the importance of various features used in the model. Key traits like yield potential, seasonal patterns, and soil pH range have significant impact on the crop output prediction. And environmental factors such as temperature, humidity, and precipitation also play crucial roles. This is the learning curve. The learning curve analysis reveals our model's ability to generalize and learn from the data. Initially, the model showed overfitting, but as training continued, both the training and the cross-validation scores improved significantly, indicating the model's optimal performance for the real-world agricultural applications. This is the receiver operating characteristics. This is the multi-class receiver operating characteristic curve, where how the model predicts each class accurately is shown. So the larger the area under the curve, the better is the prediction. So few classes are not able to be predicted well, but most of them are able to be predicted well. This is the final graph, which shows the accuracy of our model over the period of time. Since we have a scheduled retraining of the model and we have dynamic data sets, so our model keeps on retraining itself every single day, which maintains its accuracy and in some cases improves it. So as you can see, the random forest classifier model, this data is from April 18 to May 2024. The accuracy score remains steady at 92.5% until April 28, when it slightly increased to 93%, and a significant improvement is observed on May 4 with accuracy reaching approximately 97%. These are the screens of the mobile platform. As you can see, there is a home screen where we mainly have four features. First is the investor, second is the leaser, auction, and service provider. Investor is the feature where investor can go and invest in a particular land. Leaser is where the landowners will actually list their land. Auction is the model where the harvested crops can be listed for the auction. And the service provider option gives you the ability to take premium services such as seeds, fertilizer, manpower, or harvest, anything you want. We also have a
Sir,
current
sorry
market
for the
price.
interruption, but hello.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry for the interruption, sir, but you have only 1 minute left for the
sure, sure,
presentation.
sure, sure. These are
Yeah.
the next few screens. Feature scope of this could be adding a review mechanism to add the credibility and integrating IoT devices to get real-time data. Conclusion is it provides a robust platform for agriculture investment. It bridges the gap in access in agricultural land and optimizes crop selection and cultivation practices. These are the few references. And if any questions are there, are welcome. Thank you.
What is complexity of random forest algorithm?
What's it?
What is complexity of random forest algorithm?
Complexity in terms of?
Time complexity of random forest. Big O and small O.
Big O and small O complexity of random forest.
Yeah.
So the time complexity, it's around, I'm not sure about it exactly, but it's log n, I guess.
How it could be log n?
That part was not done
Why
well.
it could
It's
be
what
log n?
done.
Okay, so suppose I have to
Because
suppose I have to reduce the time complexity.
well,
Can I use heuristic? Any heuristic here? And what type of heuristic is possible?
well, the first answer where I said log n is because I thought that the decision trees are involved, so the log n could be the possible answer. And the heuristic values, I'm not sure about that.
Can you combine hill climbing with random forest? And how?
So we have not tested that. We tried other algorithms like SVM and KNN. We found that the random forest was the best model as it has the high dimensionality and high accuracy.
What
and
is
it
difference
reduces
between KNN and K-means?
KNN is a K nearest neighbor algorithm where it classifies based on the majority class among the K nearest neighbor.
And what is K-means?
K-means is generally used in unsupervised learning where the clustering data is there, like where we don't have labeled data sets.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah, our next presenter is Laksh Doshi, and the paper title is Picker Resale Price Prediction Using Assemble Learning Techniques.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. Good afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Laksh Doshi, and the paper is co-authored by Jay Samberkar, Chaitanya Deshpande, and our mentor, Dr. Kumkum Saxena. The title of our paper is Sneaker Resale Price Prediction Using Ensemble Learning Techniques. While talking about sneakers, sneakers are rubber-soled shoes which have the main aim to protect our feet. And just like other resale industries, there is a sneaker resale industry too. Now, introducing to our paper provides a comprehensive overview of the sneaker resale market and the importance of price prediction of sneakers. Reselling sneakers has been seen significant profits in the day-to-day lives due to athletes and influencers endorsing sneakers, and due to the limited availability of a sneaker, there is an increase in a demand. Our paper utilizes machine learning algorithms like linear regression, lasso regression, random forest, and ensemble learning techniques to find out the most accurate model to predict the price of the sneakers. Moving on to the literature review, um, before we started our implementation, we referred to a few papers, and the very first paper, which was published in 2021, used the algorithms linear regression and random forest to predict the price of a sneaker. The parameters that they used were R square and mean square error to find out the accuracy of the model. And in this paper, they found out that linear regression gave them a better result. The second paper that was published in 2022 used the algorithm neural network to predict the price of the sneaker, and the parameter that they used was root mean square error. The third paper that we referred to before starting our implementation had used the algorithm analysis of variance, and the following are the results, and the parameters that they used were F statistic, P value, and F critical. Now, moving on to the process that we followed while implementation. Firstly, we collected a data set of StockX, where StockX is a reselling platform of sneakers. The data set was collected from Kaggle.com. And second step was to pre-process our data. So when we pre-processed our data, we made sure that we make our data completely error-free. That is, eliminate all the null values and all the incorrect values that has been input in the data set. Our next step was to determine the most important attribute for the changes in the price of the sneakers. For that, we visualized and explored each and every feature of the dataset and found out that our most targeted feature for a sneaker resale price prediction is last sale of the sneakers. Nextly, we made a correlation matrix to find out the relation between the input features and the target features. A few input features include the brand of the sneaker, the average dead stock price of the sneaker, the highest bid of the sneaker, followed by a formation of scatter plot to further get insights of the features. In the next step, we use the parameters for evaluating the accuracy of the model. The very first parameter that is used is R square error. R square error measures the proportion of variance on the dependent variable and provides an overall assessment of goodness of fit. It is the expression that defines R square error is y is equals to a plus bx, where y is a dependent variable and x is an independent variable. Next parameter that we used is a mean square error. Mean square error is the summation of squared average difference of the predicted price and the actual values, or we can say that it provides an average magnitude of prediction of errors. The models that we employed for prediction. The very first model that we employed for the prediction of prices is linear regression. Linear regression is a supervised machine learning technique where an input is matched with an output in a labeled data. And the expression that denotes linear regression is y is equals to a plus bx, where y is a dependent variable and x is an independent variable. Second is lasso regression. Lasso regression is a technique which it's a regularization technique which prevents overfitting. The third method or the third model employed for prediction is random forest. Random forest is a technique where multiple decision trees are formed, and it's a determination that higher the number of decision trees, higher is the accuracy of the model. The next step was we implemented ensemble learning methods. We implemented a lot of methods like boosting, adaptive boosting, but the major ones, the ones which gave us the best significant results were bagging and stacking. Bagging is a process of subdividing training data and creating a base model on each of the training data and then combining multiple predictions and then presenting to us the result. Whereas stacking is a process where the prediction from multiple models are combined and then a result is displayed. A question was asked to us in our review how difficult it was to use the ensemble learning techniques. So ensemble learning techniques like stacking were extremely resource intensive, meaning wise it was very time consuming and took a lot of efforts, especially when we used base model of random forest and performing hyperparameter tuning. The following are the results that we obtained. The second column displays the machine learning techniques used. The third column displays the R-square value we obtained. And the fourth column displays the mean square error value that we obtained after implementing these machine learning techniques. We first implemented the base models, linear regression, lasso regression, and random forest on the data set. And we found out that lasso regression was giving a small increment in the value of R-square, which leads us to perform ensemble learning techniques on lasso regression because there might be a case that it might give us a better result. Now, when we performed various techniques, we saw that bagging and stacking were giving a very significant result. So when we performed bagging on lasso regression, the result was very much similar to linear regression. And when we performed stacking using lasso regression with the base model of lasso regression, we obtained a value of R square as 0.94 and the mean square error value as 1616.90. Thereby, this was the best result that we obtained in the entire implementation. In conclusion, as said before, stacking on lasso regression with the base model as lasso regression gave us the best output, or you can say gave us the best R square value and the least mean square error value, and which makes it the best fit for determining the price of the sneakers or predicting the price of the sneakers. Our model, if integrated in a particular system, can help customers and resellers to differentiate between the predicted and the actual values in the day-to-day lives and can overcome the problem of paying extremely high resale prices which do not justify the demand for the sneakers. These are some of the references that we went through while writing our paper. Thank you for listening to our presentation. We would now like to know if there are any questions from the session chair.
Okay. So ensemble is one of not a very popular technique, and there are a lot of issues with that. Which are the issues with ensemble learning?
Sir, one of the issues that ensemble learning techniques is that I just said that it's a very time-consuming process, and especially when we apply hyperparameters and cross folds, the energy and the efficiency that it takes is too much.
What are related to overfitting and underfitting?
I'm sorry?
What are the issues related to overfitting and underfitting?
So, sir, in case of an overfitting, what happens is a particular model, it is like in cases of overfitting and underfitting, the accuracy can be affected because suppose a model has a range of X data set of columns and rows, but if a larger data set is inputted, it won't be able to go to the further steps, and as a result, the accuracy might be affected.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So our next presenter is Sakshi, and the paper title is The Role of Artificial Intelligence in Simulating, Automating, and Analyzing Business Operations.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, Sakshi. Kranti, sorry.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So good afternoon, everyone. I am Kranti Shinte, and the paper I'm going to present on is the role of artificial intelligence, basically in applying certain business operations. So here I brief about the certain algorithms which can be included in specific business processes. First one being swarm intelligence. So this one is specifically used in order to reduce freight transfer rates and to decrease load for cargo staff. So it can be used for deployment of multiple trucks by choosing the proper route with the help of the AI algorithms. Next is K-means. It is a clustering algorithm which is used by the marketing and retail industries in order to segment customers according to their purchase history, demographic, and other behavior patterns. Next, coming to Bayesian networks. So this is a probabilistic algorithm which can be used for prediction, anomaly detection, and other certain implications inside the business processes. Moving further to the literature survey, so the first paper, which was from year 2019, it focuses on certain elements which are required in order to implement the AI-driven processes management system. So it specifically dwells with different components such as the CRM, ERP systems, and how it can be how the AI algorithms can be implemented in this. But what lacks in this is they haven't specified any specific algorithms that can be used inside the applications. The next process specifically deals with how to develop a business intelligence solution, which is similar to the classical system for gaining business benefits using technology. So, specifically, visual business analytics and Excel were the main tool used here. For future study, they want to look into integrating built-in solution along with the algorithms in order to predict the duration of the request or either the possibility of approval rejection of a particular request. The last one, which I've mentioned here, deals with a random forest algorithm and a quest algorithm, both dealing with decision trees, and which can be used in segment text in emails and invoices. The results are specifically less than ideal, but when run on huge data sets, they are completely inaccurate. So the suggested method in this paper outperforms various algorithms because it produces highly accurate outcomes with a little resource investments. Now, the research gap in this is that it specifically dwells upon our robot process automation and AI for ERP related processes, and it is based on analysis of information researched in libraries across the websites. So there is a lack of broader applications when it comes to business processes as a whole. So these were a few papers that I had reviewed. So the proposed solution dwells on the different uh, different systems where AI can be applied. So coming to surveillance systems, so artificial intelligence powered surveillance systems have the potential to influence crucial stages of industry process actively. So specifically coming to the algorithms part, herein we can use Bayesian network algorithms, which gives us a probability of the probability to enhance the surveillance systems. Again, coming to the information security, so it can the AI can process the structured and unstructured data collected to find frauds and irregularities with higher accuracy. Again, the similar algorithm can be used in this case too. Then supply chain management. So data analysis, which is gathered from supply chain management along with artificial intelligence, can be used to process uh, the response in change to customer behavior, and the request from stakeholders, so which can allow to take care of any production or supply chain anomalies. Next is customer satisfaction. So, as one of the implication of K-means algorithm, AI can be used to improve customer satisfaction. So, wherein it can control customer requests using AI and conventional methods. So, they can more managers can more effectively manage the customer happiness by knowing to which segment they particularly belong, and having certain strategies catering to that particular segment. So coming to the future scope. So here the maximum productivity can be attained by integrating all the artificial intelligence technologies into certain processes by reevaluating the activities and job in those technologies. Also, managers can enhance the can take an advantage of the role of AI in business operations by planning the investments and the economic indicators which are required to implement the artificial intelligence systems in a timely manner. Then a robust digital structure where artificial intelligence is being implemented, the elements need to be taken care of in order to enhance the effectiveness and corporate processes. Also, there are certain security issues and social stability issues which need to be taken care of while implementing such applications, including data selection that determines the rise of business process efficiencies. So, in order to conclude, we have analyzed different methods that require systemic usage of AI. So, clustering business processes could reveal trends based on the repository of business processes, taking into consideration similar another business processes. In the context of supervised and unsupervised learning, active learning and self-learning approaches can enable models to use enormous volumes of data. Thus, new strategies can be added to the methods described in this article, which can be expanded and applied in many situations. Thank you. That was from my side. I'm open to any questions.
What is posterior probability in Bayesian?
Sorry, sir, I couldn't get your question.
What is posterior probability in Bayesian? Bayesian networks, what is posterior probability?
So actually, we didn't delve into the details of the algorithm. We just overviewed on the application. So I'm not sure of this.
No. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Kranti, for the presentation. So we are moving to the closing remarks. So I sincerely thank our all authors for their great, excellent presentation and contribution in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough to all. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you for your support during this ninth version and the all previous eight version of this conference. We will be happy to have you in the 10th version in 2025. All the presenter would be getting the digital certificate through email within 2 working days. Further, all the papers have already forwarded to the stranger, and the publication will be live within 6 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of ICT4SD 2024. I also thank our session chair, Professor Parag Kulkarni. Here is the token of appreciation, sir, on behalf of GR Scholarship team and the ICT4SD team. Thank you for the valuable presence, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. And at the last, I kindly request you to all switch on the camera for the clear snapshot of our virtual conference. Please turn on camera if possible. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, and the best of luck for the future work. Bye bye.
Thank you.